Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool Channel. On the bench today, we have the AEMC True RMS multimeter slash megohmmeter, model number model number 6529. They only have AEMC for you guys who don't know anything about AEMC. AEMC is a very high quality company for its their test instruments. I have several products by AEMC, and I've been using their products throughout the years. I don't have anything bad at all to say about AEMC. So those of you who don't live in the, I don't have anything bad to say about the Flukes and the other products out there. But those of you who don't live in a bubble and stuck with just one type of instrument and want to try other ones, they are out there. AEMC won't let you down either. Anyway, so they have two models that looks like this. This is, they're shaped like this one. This is the 6529, and of course they have the 6528, which would be this one right here. This meter was released to the market in November of 2022, according to the user manual. What I'm going to do today, guys, I'm just going to go over a few specifications and the features of this meter. And at the same time, what I've done, I've searched the internet and found some questions that some people were asking, like other guys about, or companies about their product. I went to the Fluke site. I went to all the sites that make like installation testers, installation testers or megohmmeters. And I was looking at the company reviews, certain questions that they was asking. And what I did, I compiled a list of some of those questions, and I'm gonna try to answer them. I'm gonna try my best to perform some of the things that they were asking, but I'm gonna try to give a detailed answer as much as I can. So some answers or some questions may be left out. It is what it is. But I just hope you guys enjoy the video. So, and this video is for entertainment purposes only. You can perform these things, whatever I do, at your own risk. But if you're not qualified or you don't know anything about testing these, using this kind of tester, it can be harmful or even fatal. Depends on what you're doing, if you don't know what you're doing. So let me just go over a few of the features, tell you about them, and tell you the specifications. We get that out of the way and we can move on. I don't want to hold you here all day babbling, so let me get into the video. All right, so the features of this meter. Some of them are the features. Like I said, they have two models. The 6529, and the features for the 6529, you have a lot of test voltages, but it starts from 50 volts all the way up to 1,000 volts, and it tests from mega ohms. It goes all the way to giga ohms, which is a good thing. You get basic multimeter functions. You get three of four, really. You get AC/DC voltage, you get continuity, you get resistance, and you get kilo ohms as well. And you get, as far as the test voltages and the features when you're doing installation tests, you get the PI feature. PI simply means polarization index test. You get the DAR test, which means dielectric absorption ratio test. And the difference between the two, for you guys who are not used to or using an instrument such as this or any other installation test, the test time is 1 minute, and the PI test is for 10 minutes. Now, they have different kind of tests. They have three. They have a spot test where you can hold it on for a second or two or something like that, 20 minutes or, something like that. And you could do the DAR test, like I said, or the polarization index test. And also you get a dual display, as you see right here. Let me turn the backlight on. You can see it better. You get a backlight, which is blue. And it's a nice blue. I wish it would have been white, but it's blue. It's okay. I can live with that. You have a DMR mode. That simply it's a comparison mode. Well, if you like set a threshold, and you're doing a test, you want it to be either on above or below the test that you're doing. It's going to compare it against that and let you know if it passed the test or it didn't pass the test. By the screen will change from blue to red. I'll show you that in a minute. but let me go through some of the, finish up with the features. I don't want to keep you here all day. I'm going to hold it here and read it for you guys just in case I miss something. You can always kind of like stop the video yourself and look at it. This is what I'm reading from right here, and I'm right here. It has a 2-color backlighting, easily shows alarm conditions. Has a shockproof sheet for excellent handling, automatic power off function to optimize the battery life, and programmable alarm thresholds. Now, this is all of the features as far as the specifications. 2 minutes to sit here and call out. So I'm going to hold it here for a second just in case you guys were to want to look at it. This is the 6528, 6529 on that side. So everything along this side, on this side of the line, would be for the 6529, just in case. If there is no line, and you see like it's written right here, both of them have that. But this is like, on this one, it would be, the only difference between the two is everything right here. And this one starts at, the 6528 starts at, I think, 250 volts to 1,000. And you know what I just said about that one. So I'm gonna hold it up for a second, and I'm going to, move on. Or else, if you can't see this, you always go online and Google it, AEMC instruments, and you Google it online. And let me get one more thing out of the way. I am not being paid in any kind of way from AEMC. I am strictly grassroots, and I'm going to give you the honest truth about whatever tool that I use or whatever tool that I have on this channel. I'm going to give you the honest truth. I am not being paid to play nothing here. So, by any company. Also, let me get something else here. I seen the price today, how much this unit like this cost. I seen it at T Equipment, it was $331. And Amazon had it for $349. You may can find it a little cheaper somewhere else, but those are the ones that I just happened to run across when I seen the price. So what we gonna, I wrote, like I said, I wrote down a few of the questions, and I'm gonna go do those questions. And this motor here is a 208 3-phase, and I'm gonna test each one of the phases. I know this motor is bad, but I forgot which one of the, I haven't used it in so long, and I forgot which one of the wires, which one of the wires that was shorted out. And so it's going to be fun going through them again, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So and I'm going to use this chart right here. I know it. I've been doing it for a while, so I do know. I got this chart basically written in my head. So this chart right here I'm going to use for installation testing. You may have another one that's maybe a point off or whatever, but this is the standard chart right here. When you're doing the DAR test, like 30 seconds, or I mean 1 minute DAR test, those are the readings you want to look for. If it's 0-1.0, the motor is really bad. You know, you want to get it out of service. Even if it's poor, you're doing preventive maintenance, you'd be looking for that motor, order you a new motor or prepare to have that motor repaired. 1.3 to 1.6, the motor's still good, have some life. 1.6 and above, okay, the motor's in excellent condition. And when you're doing a polarization index, which is the PI, those are the numbers you want to look for. Now, I'm going to get into all of that, and I just want to finish talking about the meter. This meter has, like I said, the DAR function, and I'm going to get into that right now with the DAR function and a PI. I want to show you guys just how it looks. Now, what you want to do, I'm going to put this on so maybe you can see it better. All right, so you want, where it says setup right here, you want to press that button. You see where it says PI, 10 minutes. Have a real-time clock here also, and you want to hit it one more time, and it goes to DAR, and it has a 1 minute clock there. Now if you hold it for a second or two, it's going to give you a threshold where you can set to let you know either it's going to go above it or beneath of it. If the reading goes above it or whatever, it's good or bad. If it turns red, that means it went below. If it stays blue, your screen, and then nothing turns red, that means that the motor or whatever you're testing is in good condition. So you want to press and hold this. See those numbers, that number right here, that's blinking. The way you toggle through that number and through all the numbers, right above here where it says hold at, let me hold it up like that. You see where it says hold, you see an arrow, going that way, you see a continuity sign in this one. So if I want to get back to this number 3 right here, I want to take this button here where the arrow going to the right, you want to press it, and you're going to just toggle your way all the way through and get back to that 3. Now, if you're satisfied with that 3, you leave it there and press that number again to get to the 5. Or if you want to go up, you got to go press the hold button, and it'll keep going all the way up to 9, then turn back into 0. And then whatever number you want, then you press it to go to the next one. And you do the same thing if you want to scroll up or what have you. And then, but when you're through, you want to press the test button. If you're satisfied with 4550, press the test button, and it goes right back to the DAR. And if that's what you want to do for 1 minute, you press that. Now, I'm gonna just give you a demonstration of what all it can do, and then I'm gonna go back into the features. For example, I already have it connected to this motor, and the best ground point here for this motor would be this wire. It does have a good continuity, but the screws here is too short. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So that's why I'm latching on to the ground wire itself. Now, put it in. There we go. See, I can use this, but I can't latch on to that. I can use this. But it's not a good ground. I'm making contact, but the screws are either too short or they're rusty. So, and that's why I'm going to put this back on and go straight to the ground wire itself. So that's connected, and then I'm gonna take one of the phase wires right here. Make sure you got it on there nice and tight. What you don't want to do is, you don't want to touch whatever voltage you put into this motor, you don't want to touch this motor at all. Even when the meter has stopped, you don't want to touch this motor. Most meters, when you're doing installation tests and it's putting voltage into that motor, and once the meter stops, you let that motor rest for a minute, about a minute or two, to let this device pull all the electricity that it put into this motor, to pull it right back out to the meter. That's what I always do to be safe. Now, also, let me do that right quick just to give you guys an idea how the red light will come on. And so let me do this. All right, hold on 1 second. So let me see, I'm gonna do a DAR test. Here we go. I think I did it. No, I didn't do it yet. Oh no, I had changed it. And also, whenever you do a DAR test, or any kind of, do any kind of test on a motor, whatever the voltage is, like this is a 208 3-phase motor, 208 230. Well, I'm gonna put 500 volts into this motor, and you could go over if you choose to, but I'm gonna put 500. And if I want to be sure, I guess I'll put the 1,000 into it just to see. But there we go. I'm gonna do it. It's on DAR and all that. So let me set this threshold. All right, so 7.9. I wanna go all the way across. See, I wanted to have an alarm on purpose. So let me see. All right, test. And I'm just gonna see if the alarm will come on. I'm not sure. Okay guys, let me take this light out of your face. Hope you can see that. No, you can't. Get out of the way. Turn the backlight on. Okay, so you see, it's counting down, and we're gonna put the alarm on. I didn't have that on. Now the alarm is on. See how it turned red right there? So it went beneath the threshold for this motor. So it's letting me know that this motor is bad. What that lead that is on right now is bad. it went beneath the threshold. So that's a good feature. I'm gonna still let it go until it stops because I want to see if the alarm is on. What compared to this, I want to see just which one of the numbers is going to be. It's already saying it right now, but I want to see. It's saying 1.0. Okay, now it's saying 1.1. So 1.1, it was saying 1.0. That's when the alarm was on. 1.1, but now it's saying 1. It was saying 1.0 something, but now it's saying 1.1. Either or, it was out of those two. It's either dangerous or it's poor. Right now it's 1.13, so that'll be right here, and it's still poor. So you want to snatch this motor from where it is, replace it, and get ready to have another one put in, because if not, it's going to cause downtime, or it could cause a fire, anything like that. So that's one of the purposes of having an installation tester like this, or you wanted to use that to check your motor windings. Anyway, I kind of went off a little bit, guys, but I'm just answering questions. Like I said, I think I mentioned it. I went and I compiled some questions together that I found on the internet. And as I'm talking, I'm trying to answer all these questions and perform the test at the same time. Now, one of the things I like also about this meter right here too, they have a magnet right here. This is a magnet on the back part. And I'm gonna just show you, put this in here. Okay. This is a magnet, and let me just show you in this motor. I'm trying to, it's not, see how it holds up? That's a magnet on the back. See how it just stands up? It's a pretty strong earth magnet also. I like this, I like that feature. That way you don't need no straps or anything to have around, but I still like that feature that it has. It takes 6 AA batteries to power this up. No, it don't have a remote probe like the Fluke 1587 and some of the other meters out there. But if I had to compare this meter to one of the other meters, let's just say a Fluke, I would compare it to the 1507. I will compare it to that one. And what I don't like about it, I wish that the lead inputs right here would have been on the top. I like that. The leads, I'm sorry. I wish the leads right here would have been on the top instead of in the front, but I can live with that. So also what I want to do, I want to answer a few questions while I'm talking about this. One of the guys, he asked me, I think I just answered that question, said the benefits of owning a meter like this. I would, if I'm doing straight electrical work, I will prefer to have an installation tester than just a multimeter, because when you're testing with a multimeter, you was testing a motor like this, that's all you have in that multimeter is 9 volts. And sometimes you might get lucky to find, if you're troubleshooting, you might find that problem to fix a motor like this. But for sure, if you got an installation tester, you could pump more voltage than 9 volts into this and find that short or whatever you're looking for. See one of those, checking the integrity of those wires. And so I would prefer to have one of these in the clamp meter. All right, so, and like I said, what you're searching for to see if the motor is good, if it's bad, or if it's just suspect. In this case, it's bad. To me, it's bad or suspect. It's bad. And I think it have to be changed out immediately. All right, so, and what should I have to do? Like I said, you disconnect this motor from, you isolate the motors before you do any test. Turn the power off, disconnect the wires so it's not connected to anything. Make sure none of the wires are touching. You have all the other leads, wires with tape around it or some kind of way so this won't be touching, nothing at all. Because the voltage that you're putting in here will come out and could cause harm, touch something. It could cause harm to you, the device, or just give you a bad day. Now, man, I'm trying to go through everything. One of the questions was, what did he ask? He said, why do people call it? People call it installation tester? And I'm paraphrasing. installation tester, a mega. Well, they both are the same. The word mega comes from the company who first. This was their idea. Mega is a brand, so it kind of stuck. Like every pair of pump or adjustable pliers you see, most people call them channel locks, and instead of pump pliers. Mega owned the word megohmmeter. That's why nowadays you see a lot of these testers like this. They have the word installation tester. I don't know which company that owns the patent to installation tester, the word installation tester, but Mega owns megohmmeter, and everybody who you see use that term, I'm sure they're paying Mega some money because they own that. They have a patent for it. Even probably even the way it's wired up, I'm sure Mega still owns that to this day. Let me see what else. How do I connect it? How I connect this wire, these wires, I always go, all right, this is the lead right here that when you put the electricity into whatever you're doing, it comes through this, it goes out through this lead right here. I always use it and put it on the ground. You could do it anyway. Some people will take this lead and put it right here, and some people will put this lead right here. You should get the same reading probably. I'm sure you would, but I've been reading this book by Mega for a long time. It's kind of stuck in my head. Some of you guys need to check it out. It's called A Stitch in Time. It's about the installation testers and how they test how you do an installation test. And that's how I normally do it. You got me? I do it just like that, and I'll do my test. Put the positive lead on here and the negative, the common, on one of the phases. All right, so let me see what else. They say, man, that's about it. I don't know what else to say about this tester besides it's a really good tester. It's as far as what comes with it is these two test leads right here, these two very large alligator clips. When you catch alligator clips this large, you're letting you know that this is, you can use this for anything, but mainly industrial, because there's nothing else residential except the incoming lug that you could connect to using these meters. Using these. You can always use on small wires like I'm doing right now, but these are some nice alligator croc clips. As far as the leads also, very nice. It's silicone, flexible, and as far as these probes, high quality. I don't think this comes off though. It doesn't. Comes off, but these are some really nice, I'm too far off. These are some really nice test probes. And I'm sorry if I'm kind of going off the camera a little bit. But mention again, these are some really nice croc clips. The meter itself, on a scale from 1 to 10, and it's just my opinion, guys, I would give this meter a 10, a perfect 10. I have no issues with it. I haven't found any issues with it whatsoever. It's not like you see some meters out there. They're very light. Not this one. It's not real heavy. It's not, but it's got some weight to it. Solid meter, and this holster comes off, and even down to the kickstand. You know how some kickstands you can tilt it over. You have to worry about this flipping over. I'm over the way. You don't have to worry about. Let me just turn this around a little bit. You don't have to worry about this flipping over. This isn't going anywhere. You can turn this either way you want. That's not going anywhere. You know, I've seen guys do that online. On YouTube. They worried about this turning. Well, you don't have to do it with this one. That's not going anywhere. It's not sliding anywhere. This is nice. This is really nice. I give it a 10. I give it a 10. Guys, like I said, I don't want to hold you too long. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to help the channel to grow. And I just want to thank you guys you want to comment, leave one. Question, ask it. I'm here. You guys take care, be safe, and until the next video, peace out.